Imposter syndrome. It's the lack of belief in your skills, talents, and abilities, and in today's video, we are going to show you how to beat imposter syndrome in your podcasting game.
Here we go!
The internet is abuzz with commentary on how imposter syndrome can sabotage your work, your dreams, and your goals. Whenever you endeavor to do something new, it's likely that self-doubt will creep in. But in today's video, we are going to give you 3 practical tips to overcome imposter syndrome and live your best podcasting life. Self-doubt is the lifeblood of imposter syndrome. And unfortunately, it's a pretty big hurdle to get over if you're a new or aspiring podcaster. You might be thinking, I should be an expert before I talk about blank, or I just know a little bit of something about blank. Should I even be podcasting about that? Challenge your doubts. Demand that those thoughts present evidence to support their claims. Are you saying to yourself, oh, I'm just a homeschool mom, I know a few things, when in reality, you've successfully homeschooled your 2 kids for the past 4 years, and you absolutely have something to add to the conversation. See the difference? When you're struggling against imposter syndrome, it is so easy to fall prey to negative self-talk. But it's important that you check it and require evidence, because ultimately you are who you are, and you've probably got some really great things to add. Show up as yourself. One of the primary tactics of imposter syndrome is comparison. You might be thinking, I'm not Oprah, I'm not Brene Brown, I'm not Tony Robbins. Who do I think I am to inspire the masses?
I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
And that's funny, but in all seriousness, yes, you are you. You have a unique combination of experiences, of know-how, of perspective, of humor that no one on the planet Earth can replace. We need your voice. Sometimes you feel like you have to be an expert before you jump in, but that can be far too intimidating and way too much pressure. You don't have to be an expert. You can just be a contributor. When you're a contributor, you don't have to solve all the world's problems or have all the right answers. You can just bring your piece of the puzzle to the table. That way, being you and showing up as yourself is more than enough. When you struggle with self-doubt and imposter syndrome, it can be really hard to see the big picture. You may be killing it as an entrepreneur, as an educator, as a podcaster, but if you don't take time to acknowledge those wins and really let them soak in, it can be really difficult to remember those things when your self-doubt comes knocking. Celebrating your wins provides evidence to the contrary of your imposter feelings. It highlights your achievements and reminds your brain that you are indeed worthy, amazing, and good at what you do. When you struggle with imposter syndrome, it can be hard to remember who you are.
Just a boy, not fit to lead.
Show him who you are!
So here are a few ways to remind yourself of who you are. Have you contributed to your niche in any type of way? Has someone asked to pick your brain or asked to have you mentor them or teach them something? Have you given a talk on your subject matter? These are all important reminders that you do have something to say because people are pulling on you to share your perspective and to hear your voice. Celebrate. Keep a tally of those achievements and those wins so that you can be reminded that you are awesome and able to achieve any of your podcasting goals in sight. Now that you're armed and dangerous with some tools to tackle imposter syndrome in your podcasting, you might be wondering, okay, well, when is my podcast good enough to publish? Check out this video over here about when your podcast is good enough to publish. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep podcasting.